Now, guys, this is a story about a British company that makes me sad. What happens when you are a British company making high quality hand dryers until 2013 probably? Well, you'd lose to some of the Zinda and some of the other big companies, and you'd make some very terrible hand dryers with pointless gimmicks. And like Anda, this is the story that makes me sad. Airdri, like Anda, used to make very high quality hand dryers, but instead of jumping on the high speed trend, they fell behind. Now, back in the day, Airdri's classics, for their time, before the high speed trend, these were good. These were actually considered decent dryers for the time. This is why I have a soft spot for Airdri classics, because I can see the point of them in a disabled toilet, or for a person that hates loud noises, or you know what I mean. I can see a place for them for that, but instead of jumping on the high speed trend and making good quality hand dryers, they make them very unreliable hand dryers, and this makes me sad. Like it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me like personally, but as a company, this makes me it makes me sad, because like PHS like Anda, they lost to the Chinese hand dryers, and even Kingri is better than new Airdri. Like even Kingri's newest hand dryers are better than Airdri now. In fact, if I was buying a budget hand dryer, would I buy, if I couldn't afford a big hand dryer, a good hand dryer, and I couldn't afford an Ike, what would I get, you ask? Well, a Kingri Jet Dry, which is not a knockoff of an accelerator. Well, it is a knockoff of an accelerator because it infringes their patents, but I'd get a Kingri that's got an original design. So yeah, but the truth is, Airdri used to make quality hand dryers, but not anymore, and that is actually quite sad. The Quartz was the last decent dryer, I'd say, from Airdri, but it was outdated. It was just a high speed dryer. But like the earlier ones with the faster motors, the Canon Air Rapids, that have a fast motor, yes, I'd actually consider them to be actually like overkill overdry Airdri Classic Pluses, because I used them at college before they got replaced. In fact, there's still one now in the one of the staff only bathrooms. It's probably still there now. But what happened was, Airdri stopped using those motors, or Canon, because I believe Canon actually modified the motors in those dryers. And yes, they were outdated, sure, for their time, but they actually did. If you don't need the filter, and it's not an area that's very like dirty and grimy, then I can see the need for the Canon Air Rapide. But the Canon Air Rapide was a tank in comparison to the Airdri Classic Plus. The ones at college are actually still holding up. It's just in 2015, I say it was the big downfall for Airdri. when the quartz when the 2017, sorry. 2017 was the big downfall for AirDri, and they made dryers that looks beautiful, but beauty over performance is actually something that's to be considered with modern dryers. And unfortunately, the Quantum AirDri had it looks promising at first. In the pictures, it actually looks promising, and the plasma's using Alien as well, which I can't remember its original name now. AirDri, Pure Dry, I don't know. It looked actually promising. I think that UV was a good thought, but companies that use UV actually use UV light for sterilisation. No, it didn't work. And the fact is, they used germicidal bulbs as well. So germicidal UV bulbs are actually dangerous because they cause dangers to the skin. And unfortunately, they didn't actually use blacklight blue or blacklight. And that's what caused the flop of AirDri, in my opinion. I'm not slandering AirDri, but it's a shame because AirDri used to make good dryers for their time. Yeah, I'm sure many people can relate to. I'm sure NCHLT can relate to this. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and peace.